Hey guys, we are in Paz Bolivia. Came straight here from Bogota. This is today is Sunday, so this is like our second full day. We kind of got here really early in the morning on a Friday, well I guess like Saturday morning around 2 a.m. and we got a land visa. It was $160 per person. It's up to 30 days. You can extend it. I'm not sure of the process and how much it costs, but we're only going to stay here for a month. And we're going to do a couple weeks here in La Paz and do a weekend trip to Copacabana, and then do a week in Tarija, which is kind of like the wine area. It's very beautiful. And then also after that, Sucre will be the last city. And we're going to rent a car in a couple days to get to these places. So I have a lot of driving to do. A lot of time the commute outside of Copacabana was only like 3.5 hours. The other places are like 8 to 10 hour drives, so it's very far. And then we'll drive back to La Paz to catch a flight to go someplace else. So Airbnb is right near Sopachi. It's a very famous neighborhood, and we're right here on the street of a lot of embassies. Like you have the Spanish embassy over here, the Brazilian embassy, and the U.S. embassy is also down the street. And we're in a newer apartment building. It's only about 4 months old. We're on the 8th floor, and we really like it. It's very clean, very nice, very modern, and you can even see from the view. It's a little cloudy right now, but we have the cable cars in the background, the yellow line that goes through. So today we're going to El Alto, which is like the highest city in the world, and we're gonna take the red line, cable car line up there, and we're gonna go to the market, which is like every Thursday and Sunday. Today is Sunday, and then we're gonna check out the Cholita wrestling, which is kind of like a lucha libre. It's when the women of Bolivia fight in like the traditional clothing, which would be pretty cool. And it's only also on Thursdays and Sundays as well. So you can book like a tour, something like on VI8 or booking.com, something like that. It's like $25. But we're gonna just go ourselves, go to the place and just buy tickets directly. And I think it's like $7, $8, or $9 or something like that. So that's our plan for today. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much, more than what it is right now. Right now it's just a little bit, so it's not too bad. So hopefully we get a chance to enjoy the market before the show starts, which the show starts today at 5:30. And I think it's about like 1.5 hours long, so that'd be cool. One thing we've enjoyed about being here so far is the food here is really, really good. Like I had a steak yesterday that was phenomenal. Olivia had pasta and the salad. We've had the sardinias, which is like the famous empanadas, which is kind of like a soup dumpling almost. You can get like beef, chicken, vegetable, there's different options. So we've had that for a couple of days as well. And we have quite a few things bookmarked for places to eat that we're looking forward to. But the meat here is really good. It's on par with like Argentina. So, and they also are known for their wine. So I tried Bolivian wine for the first time yesterday as well, which is pretty good. They have like Malbec, Cabernet, Sauvignon, and another one I can't remember the name of, but I did try that one yesterday. It's a little bit bitter for my taste, but it was fine. Prepared well with the steak. But yeah, there's a lot of great food here. The people here are pretty nice. The Spanish here is very clean and easy to understand. People don't talk too fast here like in some other countries, so it's very easy to communicate with people here. They have Uber and Drive. Uber usually doesn't work as well. Like it takes a long time to get a driver, and usually like 12 minutes, 15 minutes away. But there's a lot easier to kind of just hop in a taxi if you see one on the street. So it gives me a chance to talk to the taxi drivers, get some information about the city, which is always fun, and also practice. But yeah, so we're gonna get dressed and head to the cable cars and head our way up to El Alto. Hey guys, we made it to the red line. So we actually went to the second stop, which is a place where you can change cars. So, but I actually went to the wrong location. So this is only gonna be just one ride going up. There's another option where you would take 2 different red lines up to the top. But we paid, because of the car seat, they charged us, so it was like 9 Bolivianos. So it was about like $1.40 or something like that, super cheap. And we're going to head to the market first before we go to the Cholita wrestling match. Let's check out the views. So we just passed the first stop where we can get off. I'm not sure the name of that station, but we're heading to the next stop, and that'll be the last one. And it's free. If we walk, it's like 14 minutes to the market. We have plenty of time before the show starts, so I don't think we need like an hour and a half in the market. So we may just walk there if the roads are nice. We've heard that El Alto, I heard this from some YouTubers and also from, they're playing a soccer match over there, football. We heard from an Uber driver last night said that El Alto could be a little dangerous, so just like watch out for your personal belongings, come as light as possible. Don't wear any jewelry, purses, things like that. But I'm sure we'll be fine. We've been in worse places. Yeah, let's check out the view. It's a lot of colorful houses. And Olivia told me she read that any house that's not colored, that has the original color, the government doesn't give them like an extra tax or something like that. So you can see a lot of the houses are the natural color, but you do see some colorful ones up here as well. A lot of beautiful paintings of the houses here. A lot of nice artwork, like the indigenous people. It looks like some of like local language as well. I also heard there's like 40 different types of indigenous people here. I think the majority are the Incan people, but there's like other 40 different types as well. The driver was telling me, which I didn't realize that. And sometimes they have disagreements because for like cultural reasons. So right once you get off at the stop here, there's like a really cool like lookout point of El Alto. And you can see it's about 4,100 meters. We're very high up, guys. I don't feel any different from when I was a little bit further down, but I adjusted really, really well to the altitude compared to Olivia. Let's check it out.
Guys, it's not as bad as you think. It was very bad because as I told you, but now we have to be a little more careful.
So here we at the market. It starts, from what I understand, this market is pretty big. It's kind of like a flea market. Food, clothes, whatever you can think of. I think like car parts, just a lot of different stuff. So we gotta just walk through it. And I heard like a tour guide speaking to some English-speaking tourists, saying about the safety, and people try to distract you. They'll spit in your face, so that when you wipe it off, somebody else will come behind you and they'll try to pickpocket you. So don't be distracted by anything that's unusual. It's all a gimmick to try to rob you. So keep that in mind.
Empanada de queso caliente, empanada caliente de queso, empanada de queso caliente.
Con la mejor selección de carne de llama, visítanos en nuestro...
You see the market's insane. The further deep you go in, you even have like cars and truck passing through, which is nuts. We made it into the wrestling match just in time. It's about 4:40. The show starts at 5 o'clock, and it was for 2 adults. The tickets were 140. Where's Jim? 140 Boliviano pesos, which is about like $20 or so for two. Let me double. Buenos dias. This is the next day after the fun day we had out at the Cholito Wrestling. And there's a lot of construction going on here, so we can't really get a really good view of the church like we want to. But we're gonna come to this church here, and then it's like a little square we're gonna go to. So the name of this church is, I think it's like the Basilica Los Angeles. And I believe we can go inside. It's a door straight down there. So with the fight yesterday, there was a ton of fights even after the 3 matches we saw with the Cholita. So initially there's one with like 2 guys, then 3 Cholitas matches, and then there was some more matches after, but we kind of just left because it was beginning to get late. It was very cold inside once the sun went down. So we just headed to like this restaurant, bars, Moe's from The Simpsons. I definitely highly recommend you guys check that out. We had burgers, chicken, fries, and the food was actually still pretty good. Even though it's kind of a gimmicky place, I would definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you grew up on The Simpsons like I did as a kid. But yeah, let's check out this basilica. So the church you have to pay to get in. It's like 40,000 Boliviano pesos, which is about, like $7 or something like that. Per person. It's like the museum and the church. And then the square that I wanted to go to, which was right next to it, which is Plaza Mayor de San Francisco, everything's under construction back there, so everything's closed off. So we're going to just head to the famous Witches Market, Mercado de Bruja. And it's like a few blocks of people selling traditional like witchcraft type stuff. So let's go just check that out. It's maybe just like a block and a half away from here. Vamos. Alright guys, we've made it to the entrance of the Mercado de Brujas. So let's check out some of the stuff they have here. It's just starting to rain again. It stopped for a while and it started to rain again. Slowly, unfortunately. I hope it doesn't get too bad. But we do have these umbrellas up here at the top. They can kind of shield us a little bit. And I think it's only maybe like 3 blocks long, so I don't think it's too long. So besides just like the witchcraft stuff, you just see like a normal place where you can just buy some souvenirs. A lot of like woven sweaters and scarves and things like that from alpacas. So it's not too much to film for this market. It's mostly souvenir places, not really. I saw maybe like a couple stores when you first enter, and that was it. The rest of the stuff here is just, it's just all souvenir shops. So you don't have to make your way down here if you're not looking to specifically buy something for a souvenir. We are at the famous Jaén Street. It's like a block or 2 of this really beautiful street that has like a lot of like old colonial style houses. I think like from the 18th century. So we're gonna walk down the street and then we're gonna head to a plaza that's maybe a 10-minute walk from the end of the Jaén Street. So yeah, let's check it out. And that's one of the beauties of like being in South America and having like these old beautiful architecture, Spanish colonial architectures. You see a lot of that here in Ecuador, Colombia especially. Thing to note as well is right in this area there's like I think it's 4 different types of museums about like the history. I think it's like there's a metal museum, there's a couple other ones as well. Like here's another museum. This is the Museum of Musical Instruments, for example. See a lot of beautiful art all throughout Bolivia in general. Really in the tourist areas you see quite a bit. So this is it. So yeah, it's basically just like 1 block. And you have these beautiful like cobblestone streets. So let's see. The next place we're going to head to is the Plaza Murillo. So let's see, if we walk from here, it's about an 8-minute walk, so we're gonna just head there. And we drove past there in a taxi, and it was like pretty crowded. So we're gonna head that way now. So we're at the Plaza Murillo. We have a couple like government buildings surrounding it, and also a pretty nice church here. And you can see there's like tons of pigeons everywhere. People are feeding the pigeons with like corn or something, so they're constantly just like flying all over the place. And then we have this statue of peace. Those are pretty nice squares, and it's pretty crowded. It's Tuesday early afternoon, like around noon, 12:30. So let's just take a look around. It's not too big, but it's just typical squares you see throughout South America. But I don't think I've seen one with this many pigeons before. Maybe once in Pereira, but this has even more than that. And this is the back part of the statue. You can kind of see the church a little bit better. And this here straight ahead is another government building. And you have like some hotels and stuff around here as well, or like some stores. So after here, we're going to walk to a Mercado Camacho, where they have like souvenirs and places to eat like a lot of different local foods. So we're gonna check that out. Not sure if we're gonna eat there yet, but we're gonna definitely take a look. And that's probably like another like a 10-minute walk from here as well. Hey guys, we are at the Jardín Botánico, a botanical garden here in La Paz. And it's very cheap to get in, only 1 peso, which is about like 20 cents or so per person. Kids are free. Not sure how big it is, but it's very beautiful from the pictures we saw on Google, and like it's definitely very well maintained. So we're gonna just walk around for a little bit, and then we have plans to go for lunch to another Argentinian restaurant to get some milanesa, which is what I've been craving for the last day or so. So yeah, let's check out this garden here. So from the looks of it, this place might be even smaller than I thought it could be, because as soon as you walk in, you have this fence back here. Unless there's some stairs that goes down, look like it could be the end, but let's hope not, because we definitely have like at least an hour to kill before the restaurant opens. Let's see. Oh no, I think there's maybe another way. Okay, yeah, so there's a way to go downstairs, it looks like here. Also here to the right, there's like a passageway. This one looks a little bit more difficult, especially because we have the stroller, so I have to carry it down. But it's kind of like a windy way. You can kind of just walk down here. There's also like another greenhouse. I'm not sure if it's open or not, but I think the easiest route is probably to go from this side, and then we can just walk flat all the way, or most of the way. Yeah. Another big greenhouse here. Hopefully this is open so we can see like some nice flowers or something like that. We see like a lot of people doing like Tai Chi outside here. Like a jungle in here.